Welcome to the Senior Spotlight, where each week we will talk to a Howe Bulldog or two. Now let's talk to one of those members of the class of 2017. This week we're joined with senior Brent Masters. And Brent, what are you involved with outside of football?
I play basketball, I run track, and involved in church at First Baptist Sherman.
So what do you do in track?
I run the 100, the 200, and generally the sprint relay. Sometimes I do the long jump also.
So what's your fastest time in the 100 so far?
About an 11.1.
That's scooting pretty good. What about basketball?
I play point guard mainly.
And I understand right, you're involved with the NHS?
Yes, sir.
Who else is involved with that on the football team?
Cooper Akins, Landry Ellington, Matthew Griffin, Dylan Moreau, Clay Marshall, and Bryce Honecker, and I think Winston Moss is too.
So you were talking about track a moment ago and running some pretty fast times. There's somebody else in your family that runs some pretty good times in the track, and talk about that.
Bethany does a real good job. She works hard at it. She runs a lot of the longer events. She runs the 300 hurdles. She's run the 800 before, and she's done well in that. She's real good at running the 400, and the mile relay she's always managed to come from behind and chase people down and bring the team to a better place than they had been. And she did well in cross country this year until she had a minor injury with her foot.
Now, she's your sister, and what year is she?
She's a sophomore this year.
All right, let's talk a little bit about football. And earlier in the year, you was it a dislocated shoulder?
Yes, I dislocated the humerus in my left shoulder.
But your doctor didn't think that was humerus, huh?
No, he didn't. I didn't really either.
So you made your way back. Now, I guess the bad part is early on in the year you were averaging about 8 yards a carry, and the first three games of the week, and then you had the injury. You got back against Van Alstyne, and they just kind of slowly worked you back in, right?
Yes, sir. The first game I wasn't feeling as good, especially regarding blocking. And I felt back to normal against Whitesboro.
Well, and I guess you felt normal running the football too, because you averaged about 8 yards a carry, a little over 8 yards a carry against Whitesboro as well. Do you feel more comfortable and back at ease now?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, now you've kind of the offense has kind of gotten the situation where you're controlling the football and you're dominating defenses by staying out on the field. Is that something that you're going to have to do tonight against Pilot Point, just to just try to keep their offense off the field? Absolutely.
They have a good offense, especially if their quarterback number one, who suffered probably a concussion in his last game against Pottsboro. If he's there, we'll definitely have to keep him off the field since he's got quite a bit of speed and a decent arm.
What do you think the key is to win this game tonight? And obviously knowing that if you win tonight, you clinch the playoffs, basically. I don't think you mathematically wrap it up, but if you win tonight, you certainly set yourself up in great shape to be in the playoffs. And how much does that mean to you guys?
That means a ton to us. What we're going to have to do tonight to win the game is we're going to have to get to the second level blocking, we're going to have to finish runs, and we're going to have to jump out at the very beginning of the game and not have a lull in the first quarter or at any point in the game.
Now, seems like I asked everybody about Zach Hudson, what kind of coach he is. What do you think of Coach Hudson?
He's a real good coach. He's turned this program around from where it was from 2-win seasons, I think even a 1-win season in there, to a program that's in the playoffs every year, competing, going a few rounds deep, and hopefully even more this year.
What about Dale West? What kind of coach is he?
He's a great coach. He's added a great offense that's huge on the ground and scores a lot of points.
All right, this has been the Senior Spotlight with senior Brent Masters. We'll be back with more Howe Bulldog football in just a moment.